1.1. The focus of this question is understanding what the word rethinking contributes to the writer's intention. Before answering, make sure you understand the writer's overall purpose in the article. The word rethinking suggests revisiting an idea that may be incomplete or outdated. The prefix re, it implies looking at something again from a fresh perspective. Question 1.3. Let's start with this word here, yet. We know that yet is a conjunction used to contrast two ideas. Your job is to apply it to the context of the comprehension. Ask yourself, what idea comes before yet, and what idea comes after it? The writer first talks about influential educational thinkers, people whose ideas should have transformed education. But then he uses yet to introduce disappointment. Disappointment that their ideas have not meaningfully shaped the actual education system. Question 1.4. Whenever you see a question asking about diction and tone, please understand this immediately. They are asking you to extract specific words that have an effect. So, your structure should always be quote the diction and unpack the connotation. Example here, phrases like shocking accusation or do not always understand carry criticism, disappointment, and frustration in the context of the comprehension. Positive connotation or negative connotation won't cut it. The tone is that of skepticism, disbelief, and some criticism. Question 1.8. This question tests your ability to connect an argument to an example. Start by identifying Jeff Schmidt's main view first. He argues that professionals are often trained to become intellectually subordinate instead of independent thinkers. Then, move to the story and select details that actually support this idea. Please do not retell the entire anecdote. Focus on the fact that the scientists complain about technical computer problems instead of questioning the morality of creating nuclear weapons. That detail is crucial because it shows how they simply accept their roles without critically engaging with the ethical consequences of their work. And learners, this is where many people lose marks. You cannot just make a point and leave it floating there. Show your argument by using relevant quotations. Please, people, support your stance with evidence, then end strongly. Always link the example back to Schmidt's argument and make sure you answered the question. This is one of those questions that looks intimidating at first glance. It's 4 marks. It's very manageable once you understand what the examiner is really asking you to do. Let's dissect our sample answer here. Your point must tell the examiner exactly how the two texts align. Our point is that both Text 1 and Pink Floyd's lyrics criticize education systems that suppress independent thinking instead of encouraging freedom and critical thought. This is where you go back to Text 1 and highlight the writer's criticism of the education system. After your quotation, explain what it reveals. In this case, it shows that an education system that discourages critical thinking limits freedom and autonomy. You will do the same for the lyrics, okay guys? These quotations reflect resistance against authoritarian education and thought control. Now, explain how the rebellious tone supports the idea of intellectual freedom and individuality. And lastly, link both texts back to the question. Show the examiner that although one text uses academic argument and the other uses music and protest, both ultimately promote critical thinking, autonomy, and freedom in education. And learners, that's how you cook a distinction. Thank you.